So rather than kill a bunch of clowns and go to jail, I figured we'd just do it in a movie because
Better choice.
well, it is. You know,
Slightly more productive.
I get to go home at the end of the day and hug my boy, you know. So, but I still get to kill a bunch of clowns. So I didn't get to kill all the clowns because Jesse kept making me cut the script down. The first version of the script was about 300 pages, and I wasn't done yet. I kept telling him 300 pages. His eyes would get really, really big. He's like, "Cut it down." I'm like, fine.
Is that 3 movies?
Yeah, well, I figured it'd be like a, you know, like one of those like 18-hour like Ken Burns narrated documentaries about the killing of clowns. I was thinking really big here. So I got it down to 200 pages. I thought that was fine. It's like he's shaking his head and sweating profusely. I'm like, it'll be fine. So we got it down eventually to the very svelte 110 pages that it was.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but still, that 300-page script is out there. So if PBS, if you're looking for content, you let me know.
Maybe write the sequel out of what you cut out of it.
Yeah. We'll make an entire trilogy out of it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that line, by the way, and you started to quote it, it said, you got to do it again, because that line was awesome.
Really was the whole scene. Really cool.
Well, especially, I mean, we call that the clown father scene because Vernon Wells and Michael Ray Williams just playing off of each other was an amazing thing to watch. But yeah, that was one of the. I'm very, very proud of that line. I can't like, holy shit, I can't believe I wrote that. Like, that came out of my head.
That whole thing right there that was like.
Yeah, that's one of the most powerful scenes in the film. And
that actor's really good too. The guy with the British accent. What's his name?
Vernon Wells. He's Australian. Yeah, he was in Mad Max 2. Was it the Lord Commander in Weird Science?
Nice.
Inner Space. He was in Power Rangers? I mean Bennett from Commando.
He's been in a ton of stuff.
Yeah, I mean it's like he's amazing, an amazing fellow. But you can't ever call him sir. Yeah, otherwise you have to pay money.
I still owe him.
I know, but hey, we made a sizable donation. But this thing is when I first started talking with her, and I again grew up, small town boy, steel-toed girl on a Saturday night looking for a fight in my life. That wasn't really me, but I did know that girl. I call everyone sir and ma'am, and it's just a force of habit.
Yeah, we grew up in a small town too,
well,
so we understand. I've broken that habit mostly though because we live in such an informal society now, which is cool,
Yeah, I get in trouble. It's like people tell me, well, don't limit me with binary. I'm like, I have to say it, otherwise my dad's gonna come back from the grave and smack me in the back of the head for being disrespectful,
Yeah.
So when I was talking to Vernon Wells, and we had like an hour and a half long conversation on the phone, which is longer than I've talked to anybody probably in my entire life. And I call him, like sir. He's like, if you keep calling me sir, he's like, we're gonna take a jar and put cash in it. Everyone on set, they call me sir, they call me Mr. Wells, so it's $5 in. I think by the end of the night it was like $125. Like I was just running a card at the end of the night, and like just swipe it.
Like, sir, this is North Carolina.
No, I'm like, yes, sir, Mr. Wells. I'm like, shit, just
hit it again,
popping it in, But he was amazing. I got to go pick him up from the airport in my mom's minivan, which also served as our G&E truck for the film. And it still smelled like dogs. So we've got like a bunch of like lighting gear and everything in there. It smells like dogs. It has a cassette player, so I was blasting AC/DC. I'm like, I'm gonna put the Australian at ease, Like, I don't like AC/DC. I think we picked like Kansas or something. We popped, but so I had a conversation about rock and roll, and I dropped him off. And yeah, he's an amazing fellow, amazing. But that scene, the clown father scene between him and Michael, was just chilling. And then the score that Ron Wasserman composed for it is just is some kind of wonderful.
Now, does he still live in Australia, or is he here?
He's in LA. I think he's been in LA for quite some time.
That's cool.
And it was really cool because Jesse and I had crossed paths with Vernon several years ago at a convention in Louisville, Fandom Fest, and was just like, holy shit, it's Vernon Wells. And I mean, it's just like, we ended up striking up a conversation. It was like, I'd love to be able to work with you someday. And he opens up he unzips like his fanny pack. This is amazing. Like, unzips his fanny pack and pulls out a wallet and gives me a card that it clearly had been in there since like 1997. And it was so charming. He's like, well, here's my card. He's like, just give me a call. And then ended up, years later getting Felissa Rose involved with the project. She's like, well, you should put Vernon Wells in it. Yes, I should. Why don't you? And so she sends a text between me and Vernon and her, and then everything just fell into place.
It's amazing how small the world actually is, right?
It really, really is. Yeah, I think with all the internets and the inner tubes and the social networking and stuff like that, and it still gets smaller. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to start checking out some stuff. Just Vernon Wells now.
Yeah, I am too. Yeah, he's a really good actor.
Mad Max 2 is an amazing flick. And then go right into Weird Science, and then Commando, and then Inner
Weird
Space.
Science is good.
Oh yeah,
Commando's great too. Is he like the?
He was the main villain.
Yeah. Okay, I remember that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't
and
realize
then,
that was
and then
him.
like Arnold like throws the pipe. He's like awesome steam.
Wow, that's
That was a horrible Vernon Wells impression. David Joy can do a really good Vernon Wells impression. So we had sort of had that in Kill Giggles. We have a flashback where we play around with the duplicity of the Giggles character, but David Joy is an amazing actor. So I told him to channel his best Vernon Wells, and he did an amazing job.